Hi, thanks for joining me for another session of do-it-yourself coloring sheets using everyday found items around the house. So you need an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, unlined preferably. It's less distracting. Fold it in half, then fold it in half again. You'll have 4 sections that you can make a coloring sheet in. I usually do work only on one side in case you want to frame it once you finish coloring it. It's up to you. So I won't put anything on this side, and I've already did a few on that side. So let's do another one. I recommend doing all 4 sections before you start coloring them in. All right, let's see what we're going to use. So this time we're going to use the cup. I like that big section, but I don't want it too big. Going to use a cup. And that's 2, and I'm going to put a third one here, which is much bigger, and it's going to intersect. And already it feels like Mickey Mouse, Clubhouse. There. I like that. It's quite interesting. So I have that. And now I'm going to put some squares using this little sticky note tab. You can use a thing of note paper if you like. It's up to you. Now I can go across these, or I can just let it stay behind. I'm gonna let it stay behind because with these I intersected, and you see I cut that off and made a totally different shape there and there. And don't want it to look like it's the same thing, so I'm gonna come right here. And put that there. So we use that. We use the cup. These are the items I use to make this so far. That and the cup is what I use. Let's add some of this rock in here. And that right on, it's going right on that way. Perfect. Then I want to bring this right up here. It's all large shapes, nothing really small. Wanted something smaller than that. Here's a pattern. Let's just run this pattern right over something. And you can do that. Everything doesn't have to be nicely spaced apart. You can run these shapes right over each other. It's easier to pick a direction and go in it, like I'm going counterclockwise now. It's easy to miss part of the shapes if you do that. I don't want to put too much of that in there, so I'm going to leave that because I want to use up a lot of these other shapes that we have done. So that is there. Now I'm going to see about this. That's not going to work, so I can use either of these shapes. And I'm just going to happen to use this one. I'm going to come right in here. I'm eyeballing the distance between the two lines here. Get them to go all in the same direction. So it's uniform. And just keep adding them. And it filled up this little section right here. See that little section that's separated because I overlapped those two circles? I just filled that in. You can do it like that. I thought I had another shape. I don't. That won't work for me. I want a curved shape similar to this. Looking at that and that. Let's see. So this is what I'm going to do. It's a weird, kind of weird. I'm going to fill in this area here. So let's see what I'm going to do. I'm going in the other direction. I'm just kind of mixing it up in there. No rhyme or reason, but I don't want them all going in the same direction. I put 3 there, so I'm going to put 3 there. That's going to be my reason there. This little gaping hole, I'm just going to take them out that way. Just keep spacing it and making the mark. That way it'll just kind of fill that up. That's almost the same. The main thing is repetition and vary. So you vary, but you repeat. Vary, but repeat. Vary and repeat. Vary and repeat. Okay, so that one was used for there. That filled up this. It's almost like I'm filling up each individual section. So let's get this. And I'm going to, since it's sort of curving, I'm going to go ahead and sort of curve it. Pick that little section that looks like it's curving it. And I'm just filling it with these circles. The pattern has a curve on it, so I'm just going along with it. Got a little gap in between there. That's okay. Let's go this way. That'll work. You can fill these with as much or as little as you like. Make no mistake about it. It's up to you. It is up to you. I have no idea. It looks like boomerangs. They look like boomerangs. Mm-hmm. You use as many or as little as you please. You already have circles in there. These weird shapes here. I don't know what this is. Some of these are so nice you can do one all by itself or just two of these and keep redoing it. I'm just using them to create different patterns in those, but you don't have to. So again, you can put as much on here or as little as you like. It is up to you. Vary the size of the, so I have circles here and there's some right here. They're different size. And if I had one that was just a little bigger, put it in this one right here. And this is smaller, so let's put this in there. I changed my mind. We'll do this little thing, whatever it is. Looks like the stem on a pumpkin. Using just cookie press. They work pretty much like a stencil. So I left a few vacant areas in there. These two are set apart. So you know what I'm gonna do for this, similar to what I did for there. I don't have anything that will zigzag. Guess I'll have to do it myself. So we go zigzag. That's all you do. This is freehand, so I'm trying to keep the space between the lines about the same. Mm-hmm. Sometimes doing these are easier than other times. But the main thing with this is just take your time and do them. And it will prove to be somewhat relaxing for you. I did this one here. The only way to make it look like it is part of that and not just an afterthought is to fill that little section right there. And I have lines going in one direction there, so I'm going to crisscross these. There we have it. Okay, give it a try. See what you can find around the house to make a few coloring pages with. Okay? Thanks for joining me. Until next time.